What? Welcome back to the recap. Well, not welcome back, I guess. Welcome to the recap. This is basically going to be like a weekly series I do of whichever. I guess it'll be recurring, I guess, for this series at least. Spiderverse versus the Venomverse, where I basically just recap this and then kind of just talk to y'all about this. I don't really have much people to talk to about it, but there's a lot of people on the internet, so let's talk about it. Spiderverse versus Venomverse. Now it opens up in a really sweet like dual monologue where they're basically saying the same thing, and it shows how they were brought up, similar but separate, you know, yada yada. And then it actually gets revealed to us on the second page that this version of Venom offed Spider-Man, right? I have notes. But bottom line, it basically shows that they've both been shellfish. They both have responsibility, and they both are greater. Then they, you know, have their own little multiverse, you know, stuff. Venom having the symbiotes, Spider-Man having the Spider-Verse, you know, that type of thing. You know, they both had a lord, whatever. And then it ends off on some really cool page right here. And it's basically putting them at odds with each other. It says, you know, they want to put an end to it. It's yet led by the other person. I need to save my people, or, you know, trying. Title screen. And then it goes on to just show Spider-Man an hour earlier. And he's just in New York. And he's actually, like, behind. He's following. He's not following, but, like, he's just behind Miles. Miles is just a step ahead of him. Or they're just on the same case, and Miles got there before him. And he's like, oh, okay, he gets there, and then it's already taken care of by Miles and Silk, who are both there. They're chit-chatting, and then, you know, he just kind of vanishes. Then on the next page, we're introduced to, and I quote, somewhere else. Over here, we have Spider-Man, Spider-Ham, Weapon 8, and Recluse on the Spider-Verse side, which consists of Peter Parker, Peter Porker, another Peter Parker, Zion Riley. I wonder if she's related to Ben Riley, but yeah. And then Miles, a version of Miles, the Spider Prowler. And then on the symbiote side, you have Agent Venom, Spider-Clan Venom, Viking Venom, and Venom. Oh yeah, and question mark guy. I don't know. And basically they're just like, oh, why are we here? This is weird. And then shortly after that, the web part and the hive mind both talk to their respective people. The hive mind being the essence of symbiote hive minds, and it spans the multiverse and connects the symbiotes, and the web part being the essence of the web of life and destiny. They're pretty much just chit chat, and basically they cast forward to see possible fates and outcomes, right? They've cast forward in infinite directions to chart the courses of possible fates and seen that their conflict is inevitable. So basically, to avoid many casualties. In order to avoid many casualties, they sort of just rounded up these 5 individuals to partake in a tournament. Basically, the spiders have to get to the symbiote's temple, their pillar, before the time ends, and vice versa. And they're pretty much just gonna have to cross paths and survive and get to the other side. You know, kind of like a tuning exam-esque vibe. Also, during this initial interaction with the web part and all that, they do bring up Madam Web and Arana, but they consider those just overseen. They are considered as the worldly ambassadors. But yeah, they get 30 minutes. Wabang waboom. What next? I see you. What next? Yeah, that's not just a show. You gotta be one. What next? Gonna work. Peter's like, chill. I know symbiotes. You know, they're sentient beings. Let's just get to the other side. Yada yada. Basically the same on the other side. Agent Venom, who was actually Annie, was like, no, we're going after them. And basically everybody agreed except for Question Mark, and Venom. Question Mark just was kind of doing his own thing, and Venom was like, we should probably just like chill and see what like, we gotta figure this out, get to the bottom of it. Then they proceed to get in the forest, and they face Pax, and Spider-Man 616 Spider-Man tells them to go ahead while he faces Venom and the rest, but the rest aren't having it. They chase the others while leaving Spider-Man and Venom. They get into a little fight and into a little interaction, and during so, Venom explains how he off there. Peter takes it as a threat, and he's like, no, it's not a threat, it's an admission. He explains it, that they were lost and they don't want to fight, so they agree that they just need to make it to the next round. They part their ways. Moving on to Spider Prowler and Recluse. Yeah, I forgot her name, but I bring it back. They went up against Agent Venom and ultimately tied her up, moved on. Moving on, we got Spider Ham and Weapon 8 are together. They get attacked initially by the Spider Clan symbiote, as seen right here. Well, he gets attacked. Then they fight back, yada yada. Weapon 8 kind of gets messed up a bit. Then he kind of comes back, gets the Spider Clan guy. And then Viking out of nowhere says, nah, I got you. He turns around and sticks his 4 claws, his 4 iron arms into him. And he's like, Viking Venom's like, we are Venom. And he's like, it's not Spider Venom. And then, as I said in my previous short TikTok, Instagram, or whatever you want to call it, he toasted him. He toasted him. Right in front of poor Spider-Ham. And that concludes it for the first issue of Spiderverse versus Venomverse. Really cool concept, really cool concept, and a really good execution. I've already read the second one. I'm just gonna do a separate video for that after I reread it and take down some notes, maybe make it a better format than whatever this is. Really good issue. That's honestly why I started the recap, with this specific series. It's a brand new series. The 3rd issue just came out last week. If you want to go pick it up, you should definitely pick it up. It's really good read. And I'll have issue number 2 out shortly. Like and follow FOMO.